I love doing sunrise shoots. They're probably my favourite actually, but I always say you have to be on location at least half an hour, preferably 45 minutes, maybe even an hour in advance, so you can check out what the conditions are like and refine what you want to do and get set up and get the best of the light. Well, we've got a curfew at the moment, which means I can't leave home until 6 AM, so early November, that's a bit limiting. If it was summertime, sunrises would be out. In December, January, I might be able to get a bit further afield, but at the moment it's limiting me to a fairly short distance from home. I came out this morning to see what I could do, and let's see what we can find. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do, and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. So my initial thoughts this morning were to actually come out and do some photography of the little bay with the boats in, but there's loads of people up there. Just as I got here, about 5 carloads of people turned up. Looked like they might have had kayaks or maybe their paddle boards, I don't know. But I wandered around onto the beach, but it's not grabbing me at the moment. And then I spotted this scene here, and I got set up. Now I've already taken the shot here, so we'll just go back and have a little chat about that now. Okay, so this image is all about the foreground. The little pool in the foreground with kind of the ripples in the sand going around it. There's 3 rocks in the pool. Then we've got more ripples going out beyond, water, and then some of the sort of rocky features going out, and a bit of sky. 16 to 35 lens, 16mm, 2-stop hard-edged ND gradding because the sky is quite a bit brighter than the foreground, and focus stacking. 1 shot right on the foreground, 1 shot on the rocks in the pool, and 1 shot kind of way out on infinity. And I've actually used my little torch, I'm done with it there, in the scene when I'm doing the focusing, because otherwise it's just too dark to see what I'm doing. And I think that looks quite nice as a starting point, but it's not fantastic, so I think I'm going to see if I can find something else. Okay, doing a quick variation on that theme. I've just moved the camera around to the right a little bit so that I'm shooting a bit more across. I've got a few more of the ripples in the sand in the foreground that kind of lead in to the little pool with the rocks in, which is now more in the mid-ground. And then I've included a bit more of the cliff face out on the top left-hand side. Now there's a sign and a rubbish bin there that I will clone out in post. And again, 16mm, 2-stop hard-edged ND grad, and focus stacked. 3 shots, 1 right on the foreground, and again I did use my torch just to help me focus on the foreground, 1 on the rocks, 1 on the cliff on the background, which is infinity. guys, I've put the mask on because there's some people around here, and the police have just turned up and are chatting to one of them, and I don't want to get in trouble, even though I don't think I, strictly speaking, need to wear a mask here. Now, I've just come back around to the little bay. Most of the people that turned up earlier have gone, so I've set up and I'm doing a shot here now. Really simple, 16mm landscape format. It's basically just boats, the wall, and quite a nice tone to the sky. Almost certainly going to go 16:9 this one, but it looks quite pretty. Three little rocks sticking out of the water in the foreground. I'm not getting too close to them. And then we got some nice cloud reflections in the water. The boats, rock wall, sky, clouds. It's a symmetrical image because the horizon line is actually across the middle of the scene. And that looks quite nice. Wide angle, 16mm, no filters, no focus stacking, nothing clever. Nice. Okay, so things have quietened down again now. I've got one more shot going on here now. All I've got is the camera angled up quite a bit, boats right in the foreground, and quite a nice cloud pattern in the sky. Okay, got quite a bit interesting down there. A couple of guys turned up in a car, looked like they got an inflatable boat they were setting up, and just after they pulled up, you can actually drive down here, but I don't think you're really supposed to. The next thing is the police were down here. Seemed to be giving them quite a stern talking to, but they whatever was going on, they let them stay, so obviously not a major issue. Just made it a bit tricky for me. I really felt I had to put the mask on because, say, there were people around and the police as well. So I hope that hasn't ruined the video too much. But yeah, ended up with some quite nice light in the end there. Anyway, I'm going to pack up and head for home. You know what I always say, I'm always hungry and want my coffee after an early morning shoot. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a like, share it on social media. Don't forget to leave me a comment. And don't forget about hitting subscribe if you're new here and you've enjoyed it. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.